Okay, this is gonna be. I'm gonna be doing a enforcer mission, level 2 enforcer mission. Um, and I built this frigate specifically for these kinds of missions because I got myself in a situation where I don't do enough damage. I was using. Let me see. Let me see what I was using. Let's take a look. What was I using? I was using this. I call this the Legio class. This is like a speed tanking kind of frigate, if you want to call it that. Yeah, layman's time. My frigate's special. But let me see. Like, yeah, this is like the frigate that pretty much didn't do any. This is this is like kind of funny. This is actually supposed to be like, this is supposed to be for like ganker. This is supposed to be like for pirates. So I was trying to like fight somebody. I was like brainstorming like ways to fight somebody who's trying to scram me. And I was like, oh, I can kite them at like 18 kilometers and stay at 18 kilometers, warp disrupt them from like a longer range, maintain 18 kilometers and just kill them with these lasers here. And it just like the shit ton of tanking and inertia modifiers, just a shit ton of modifiers to maximize agility and speed. It's pretty fun, but it doesn't do any damage. So what the fuck? Hold on. That is not normal. I don't know why I need to modify my warp distance. Yeah, I fucked that shit up, man. That is awful. Yeah, I had my warp distance maxed out by default because I was also using artillery at like really long range frigate. Let me see. Did I delete it? I think I kind of got bored of it, and I don't think I liked it very much. I do have a. This is the Huntress class. Oh yeah, this is technically. No. Okay, I thought I was docking. I was like, bruh. Okay. I think I should be able to actually warp right next to the gate now. I'm gonna make sure. Let me get the right filter on my main tab here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I'm like on top of it. Good shit. So let me see. Yeah, this is the artillery. This was the artillery destroyer I was using, and let me see. What was the 30 kilometers? Yeah, 30 kilometers, and I was using micro warp drives to stay out of range. That didn't do enough damage. Surprisingly, I don't know why. Because like the artillery guns, the artillery energy weapons, they have what's it called? They have. Oh wait, I have to hold on. Mega brain here. I actually remember like a really bad situation fighting these guys, fighting with this frigate. I think I should be able to tank this. Yeah, I think I can. But I have to like, okay, I think I need to keep my warp drive. For some reason, like I think the Gatling pulse laser. I have the multi-frequency charges with the Gatling pulse laser, and this is like super. Like if you're familiar with the numbers on these modules and the charges, it's really short range shit. Like the Gatling pulse lasers are already like really short range, and the multi-frequency charges half that range. So staying at optimal range is like really hard. Or actually no, that's incorrect. It's incorrect because I can just approach them, right? I thought that if you go below optimal range, like below, like closer than optimal range, you'll like start like doing less damage, but that's not true. I thought it was true, but it's not true. As long as you have enough tracking to hit, and I have I have maxed out tracking, like 350 tracking. I did. Oh, I fucking forgot to. God damn it! To increase my get the tracking computer module. It increases my optimal range. So optimal range would be 2,600 meters. I'm gonna use keep at range instead of orbit, because orbit is like. I'm guessing like I didn't really watch any videos on it. I kind of just like did a shit ton of like trial and error, because I started off as an industrialist, and I had like built my own ships. So every time I lost a ship from a mistake or whatever, or just poor design, I just make another one, and vice versa. Just keep doing it over and over again. But I think if your ship isn't very agile and fast, you should just like keep at range, so it can stay within range, because you're not really gonna be dodging the shots anyways. You're not really gonna be like dodging pretty effectively. I'm taking a lot of damage here, but like my armor repair is like really taking a lot of really helping me out here. Ball left ranges with infantry. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's more efficient. Yeah, I guess keep at range is kind of like for ships that are very limited, you know, in terms of like mobility. So like they entirely focus on just trying to get the proper range on their guns, which is very useful. I tried to orbit with the thing with this frigate design, and it just kept on. It was just like not turning fast enough. It was just straight up not agile enough to do that. So I had to keep at range. Yeah, the turning speed was not enough. Let me get some coffee here. Oh shit! I forgot. This is a. I have to kill a fucking. I forgot. This is actually like you don't just. Yeah. Let me just go for the habitat I'm supposed to kill. The actual objective. Yeah, the type of ammo you use is very influential on the optimal range of the turrets, and I'm still like learning more about that. So yeah, I mean, like, let's see. Let me take a look at other things. All this I'm slowly getting to the objective. I went from using a frigate that is like 3,000 meters a second to a frigate that's 800 meters a second. It's like a huge difference. Oh, I didn't know the habitat makes weird sounds. Jesus. It takes like forever for the frigate to like stop, to deaccelerate because of the inertia. It has very high inertia and very high mass. So it's very fast, and it has it's a bit faster than it should be because I'm using the afterburners. So I have like a module that increases the speed of the ship, but no modules that that decrease the inertia. So it's just a lot of inertia and a lot of speed, and it's just turning is very, very, very poor. As you can see, this cruiser class ship is flying towards me. Its radial velocity is negative 260, so I believe that means it's coming towards me at 270 meters a second, if I'm correct. But yeah, it's disrupting my turrets. It's tracking. Yeah, I don't think that's really going to be a big deal because it's stationary, so, and I'm stationary, so it's just like, yeah, it's not really. Yeah, I don't think that even matters. I think as long as it's stationary, I could be orbiting at like 6 trillion. Yeah, it's a fucking stationary target. It's shooting at me, but it's missing. It's probably like way, way off. It's fall off range. Yeah, but this is pretty tanky. This is like, I believe, if I tier 1 technology, this is the most damage I can output. Because the Amarrian frigate, tier 1 frigates, if you exclude the Navy technology, this frigate, the Punisher, has 4 turret hard points. It has the most turret hard points. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Do I have any skins on this thing? No, I don't. Yeah, but yeah. So here's the design here. I excluded rigs because I have my I mine everything. I build everything over the entire ship. So from the hull to the modules to the charges, I build them all even to the drones. The rigs, I do have plenty of salvage. I know how to get salvage, relic sites from salvaging wrecks, but it's a bit tedious. And I like to build the if I really care about the ship, I'm going to fit rigs on it. But if I don't care that much about it and I see it as disposable, I'm not going to build rigs. That's my philosophy on that. It's just for cost efficiency. I want to be able to have economic endurance. I don't. It's about you have to give and take, because I'm only one person and I'm pretty much running my own independent supply chain with a few caveats. The reason why I'm doing missions I'm doing missions for this company, for this corporation, so I can increase my standing specifically with these guys. And the reason why I'm trying to do that is because I am trying to improve standing to 3, so I can get level 3 mining agents. Once I get access to the level 3 mining agents, I can pretty much start really banking on the mining connection skill here that I got. I did a lot of distribution missions for my school corporation. And they were like level 3 distribution missions, so I was able to get them pretty fast. I was able to get 15,000 loyalty points for them, and buy the skill book for I'm just gonna just for safety, these guys are kind of scary. What the fuck? It's like 3 cruisers. I'm a little concerned, but fuck. are they gonna do tracking disruption on me? Isn't that a tracking disruptor? Frigate? Minotaur. 39. Opening fire now? I don't know. Keep at range, keep at range, keep at range. Yeah, fuck. I think I accidentally started orbiting it. Yeah, they don't do that much damage. I'm okay. It's just the shields are poor. But yeah, because my school, because your school, I think no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter which school you start as. But the school corporation that you do the career agent missions for, you get a really good starting boost in standing with them. So the first level 3 agents you're going to get access to are going to be them. Are going to be the school agency that you did the career missions for, which are like career missions are pretty much the tutorial. I'm gonna be repeating myself because I want to make sure I want like someone new to like stumble across this video and be like, oh, what the fuck is this game? And I want to like kind of like accommodate for that person as well. But yeah, you probably already know like the career agent missions or the tutorial missions. They're the tutorial missions. They give you like important like starting resources, tools, ships, modules, charges, and money to just pretty much play with, start with, do your thing, and learn the game. Like understand like basic things about the game. It's pretty important. But yeah, they give you standing increase. So not only they give you resources, not only they give you all the benefits of the career agents, they also give you standing with that specific school corporation, and that gives you pretty much a good head start to get the level 3 agents. And I think they usually, all of them, I think, all of the school corps do distribution first, which is like the most boring but easiest thing to do. Easiest job to do. So yeah, I just spammed those, got my loyalty points, and then bought the the mining skill book and the mining connection skill book. The reason why you need to buy it through loyalty points is because they what's it called? You can't buy it on the market from NPCs. It's not sold on the market from NPCs. You probably can buy it from players. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can buy it from players, but it'll be extremely high price. It'll be at an inflated price because that's a lot of time. There's a lot of time put into getting the loyalty points necessary to even buy that skill book in the first place. So it's better you just do it yourself because you don't have money. My frigate, my Punisher is doing pretty well against these cruisers. I was a little bit worried. No, I'm doing okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it doesn't help them that over half their damage is EM, which is pretty bad against armor. This thing is trying to run away from me. That's interesting. Not really. I mean, it's so slow. I can't even tell. It's just kind of like cruising. Very strange. Yeah, but so these Gatling lasers. The reason why I picked Gatling lasers So there's two different types of energy weapons. The reason why I'm using specifically energy weapons is because I am Amarrian. I start off as an Amarrian character. Amarrians specialize in energy weapons, and I believe they even have especially the military. I think the military school starting class. I don't really know about the starting skills, but the Amarrians, they specialize in energy weapons, and pretty much all of their ships give you positive modifiers to energy weapon damage or activation cost for the Punisher, for example. So I mean, kind of it's pretty big influence to just start using energy weapons. You also start with energy weapon skills in your character, so like you automatically have the skills even to start using it. So that's the reason why I'm using energy weapons in the first place. But there are two different types of energy weapons. There are pulse and there are beam energy weapons. So the beam energy weapons are longer range, slower rate of fire, while the pulse are shorter range, higher rate of fire. But there are also multiple base guns in those categories. So let me show you. So let's see. I mean, I've never really built a Corvette class before. Interesting. I've never done that before. It even has a drone. It even has a drone. These are really bad. These are really bad. But anyways, let's take a look at the guns here. Oh, I can use my comparison tool. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just what do I have to do? You need reports in your cargo hold. What? Cargo rig. I don't know. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I'm getting shot at from 20 kilometers, and I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go here. I have no fucking idea. Okay, so I did that mission, and I got a storyline mission from this agent here, and this is from the Tashmir Khan family, which is an Amarrian corporation. So I think you get these specific types of missions. These are like special missions. The actual content isn't really special. At least I think so, yeah. It's just like literally just like basic stuff. Wait, is it a... Hold on. Let me make sure it's not a... I don't really know. Storyline, important, provide missions related. Okay, like... No, I don't really know what kind of mission it is. Wait, can I just talk to her? No? I'll talk to me. See. What is it? Transport mission? Oh, it's just a fucking transport mission? 1,500 cubic meters? Okay, well, this is very relevant. This kind of mission is very important because this significantly increases faction standing with the Empire itself, the Amarrians, for this example. And faction standing is a pretty big deal, because it pretty much impacts every station of every corporation that belongs to that faction. So if I go over here in interactions, there's three entities here: the agents, which is the lowest form, corporations, and then factions. My current rating, the current standing with the Amarrian Empire is pretty positive. I already have like one default level. They automatically give me all level 2 agents that belong to the Amarrian Empire. So as long as I have the corporations will always give me access to their level 2 agents. So regardless of individual So like the Ministry of Internal Order, I have my standing with them is 0.8, but I still get access to their level 2 agents because I have Amarrian standing. High Amarrian standing. But more importantly, of course, for not just access to agents, the standing also increases. It decreases having positive standing up to 7, max out 7. Then you don't really get a bonus anymore. It reduces the reprocessing tax, and that's a pretty big deal for me because I reprocess my ore, even with the painstaking. Let me see. My reprocessing skill is pretty poor. 3% bonus to ore and ice reprocessing yield. So this decreases the tax I have to pay for using their station utilities to reprocess the ore, and it actually can go to 0 once I have 7 standing with a faction or corporation. It'll go to 0, so I don't have to. I can just use their reprocessing facilities with no cost. It's gonna be a huge bonus. This is where loyalty. This is where the benefits to being loyal to a specific empire comes from. Or actually, I think this includes more than just an empire, just all factions in general. It's not even non-empire factions, like the Kanad Kingdom. I mean, see, Kanad Kingdom, they collect lower processing taxes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Wait, why do I have negative standing with ore? Because I have negative derived standing. What the fuck is, bro? I'll look at that later. Let me get my hauler out. This is the ISV Warden. ISV is my abbreviation for interstellar vessel. Just like a little individuality in my naming scheme. Let me get the autopilot and get the destination set here. And jumps. Okay. So, since I'm using this hauler, random, we're going from military to civilian, but pretty quickly there. But this is a pretty straightforward hauler. It's I like it to keep all my ships Amarrian. I do plan on branching to Caldari and Galente, but I'm going to stay away from Minmatar for kind of role-playing reasons and also just like logistical reasons as well. The blueprints for these ships are obviously going to be in Minmatar space. You're not going to be finding, the original blueprint, for example, of the Breacher. Yeah, you're not, see, wait, what? Okay, I guess you can. Then I guess it's purely for immersive thematic reasons, because the Amarrian Empire is directly at war with the Minmatar. And also, I first started playing the game, my first account was a Minmatar account. So I kind of got like sick of just Minmatar ships and just Minmatar everything, so I did the polar opposite, which is Amarrian Empire. Yeah, but all the ships in the game are beautiful in their own way. I love them. Anyway, so the hauler here that I'm using, the interstellar vessel, ISV Warden, uses the bestower. The bestower hull. This is I just call it Titus class. It isn't really that complicated. I just kind of like spammed a shit ton of expanded cargo holds, and then put a burst jammer with a cat battery. The expanded cargo hold modules, they don't suffer any diminishing returns, so you can just spam the same module. It'd be no problem. Although, I think this is at the expense of maximum. Oh, okay. You could, yeah, I think you can use modules. Usually, if modules have a downside to them, they don't really. They can be spammed pretty much because there's already a downside, I guess. Maybe, yeah. So yeah, these modules just make the ship more vulnerable. Yeah, lower structural hit points and just lower subwarp velocity, which is relevant for haulers if you're, because you're just gonna be insta warping from Stargate to station, usually for what I'm doing. So yeah, for my purposes, obviously, then it's it's fine. But yeah, this is gonna be a really boring. Oh, hold on. I think I have a skin I can use on this thing. No, I don't. That's so big Sag. I have my emblem on it though. The Prosnakin Scouting Platoon 1. Oh, Prosnakin Dead Space Scouting Platoon 1. It's I used the platoon because the platoon word because my maximum members I can have in my corporation is 20. So that's roughly a platoon of people. So I was like, yeah. And the reason why I did that specifically is because in corporation management, corporation this is you can only have level 1 corporation management, and that's it. If you're an alpha clone, so alpha clones are pretty much only good for creating and establishing really small corps, really small organizations. So I might as well make my organization a good old platoon. See, if you divide it into platoon, squads. Fuck, and I have to re-educate myself on military organization. I don't want to do that right now. But every ship is different. Even the haulers, the Amarrian hauler is a little bit tricky to choose, because if you were to just compare them based on their modifiers alone, they're very similar. In fact, the Sigil actually looks like a objectively better hauler than the Bestower, because they both have a cargo capacity modifier. Increases cargo capacity, okay, that's good. But the Bestower just increases sub-warp velocity, while the Sigil increases warp velocity, which is what you actually want. So if you just look at the modifiers alone, Sigil's better. But if you were actually to use the compare tool, yeah, and then you get the Bestower and the Sigil here, and you actually look at the fucking stats that you actually care about, capacity, you can see the Bestower has more than double the capacity, the inventory of the Sigil. So Sigil's faster, but it carries less. It'll get you to your destination faster, but it carries less, significantly less. The Bestower can carry more than half. And that's kind of a big deal, because there's a lot of distribution missions that require a lot of space, a lot of capacity, a lot of cubic meters. So you would just be ineligible to even do those missions without the capacity. So that's why I chose the Bestower for my just go-to hauler. Obviously, you know, this thing is more vulnerable. The Sigil, if you look at other stats, you know, the defensive stats, the Bestower has less hit points, significantly less hit points. So it is definitely more vulnerable than the Sigil. The Sigil's is faster, and you can resist. It can resist damage. It won't be destroyed as quickly. Other than that, Burst Jammer, honestly, I kind of was like interested in the Burst Jammer, but I know like it's kind of not really going to be useful. Well, I've never really gotten to a situation where I need to use it, but I want to use it because, you know, you don't really get to use a Burst Jammer. Burst Jammers are not modules that every ship can use. So I've always wanted to use it. It'd be really cool. But a Burst Jammer, if you don't know what a Burst Jammer is, a Burst Jammer is like it's essentially like a smart bomb, or it's like a radius. It creates a radius. I think it creates like a radius pulse around your ship that has a chance to cause enemy ships, other ships that are in this radius, to break target lock. So if they have a target lock on you, they're just like stop. Their target lock will cease to function, and they'll have to acquire another target on you. They'll have to target lock you again, which can buy you time, and which can actually stop. Yeah, that can stop a scram. But I've never been in that situation before. So, and it's only 10 kilometers. Okay, yeah, I did my thing. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at my standing now. Yeah, it increased by 8.18. Nice. Okay. Another thing, there's so many things about this game, but let me think. Let me set my destination for my home station. Okay. What security rating are we in? 0.6. Okay. Interessante. This is my map, by the way. This is my interstellar map. This is all the. If you're new to the game, security status is like pretty much like how much PvP is allowed, or like what level PvP, but the orange, or like what the fuck is this? Pink? I don't even know. Purple? This shit, I don't know. It's like anarchy, or like functionally anarchic, because there are some like, you know, there's some alliances, and there's some player alliances, or player, you know, empires, if you want to call them that. Not probably not. Player empires is like too much. There's not enough players. They're not organized enough to be empires, in my opinion. But yeah, player alliances, and also just like nullsec. It's called nullsec, but it's anarchy essentially. Sovereign like factions, like the Kanad Kingdom. They're somewhere, and they just kind of like let shit happen, I guess. I don't know. They just don't care. They just exist. They just don't really care. There's just a shit ton of crime. was the Romeo class. Oh yeah, this is my support frigate design I wanted to do. I wanted to, one problem I have with this game right now is that you probably will have a problem with this game as well. It's just like, there's no real like networking opportunities for just like local stuff to do. So like for example, like you go here, encounters. There's like a shit ton of like stuff you can do. Like Homefront Operations has stuff. I have my filters on current system. Concursions are more cray. Where's my encounters here? I mean, like even Abyssal Death Space, like there's no like I feel like there's just no networking opportunities to find people like for Homefront Operations or for the Abyssal Dead Space if you want to like do if you don't want to do solo, because you could do solo cruiser. That's the only time I've ever done Abyssal Dead Space. But there's also Destroyer co-op and Frigate co-op, and there's no really like networking opportunities, and I don't have friends, so you know I don't have friends who play this game. So like, you know, it's kind of an issue. Like, how the fuck am I even supposed to find people that want to? I guess like it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. So there's not even a chat. There's not even like an individual chat for it though. It's a problem. I guess maybe I should make it, because you can make your own chats. But like, am I supposed to fucking? Okay, you know what? I am just thinking of it as I fucking do it, as I say it. It's crazy. This is a YouTube video. This is not scripted, by the way. Yeah, it's just obviously not scripted. It's fucking. The amount of times I've cursed. I think this video is gonna be blacklisted as well as my YouTube channel. It's fine. At least I can watch my own videos. It can just be permanently isolated in a virtual universe, you know. But it's not, honestly, it's not that bad. I have a really bad imagination. I can think of worse fates. But let's quit being existential right now. So, but right now, this is just this is literally, it's like a mini game, but it's not. But like it is. But it's Is that a fucking yacht? That was a luxury cruiser. That was a luxury yacht. What the fuck? That's very rare. That's like you don't like see that very often. Okay. Anyways, where's my stations? Yeah, this is like it's like pretty much like training data that you're pretty much submitting training data that for like a machine learning model to like demarcate cell clusters, like real cell clusters and shit. And that's the purpose of this. So it does have like some sort of benefit in science, I guess, but I don't really know the extent of the benefit. But all I know is it's a mini game and you get money for doing it, and I'd like to do it like while I'm doing something really boring, like hauling or mining. And it just provides good supplementary income. And if you're really good at demarcating cell clusters, your accuracy is really high, you can actually get free skins. I think they were called like biohazard skins or some shit. And you get to help science and you get free skins. It's pretty cool. Yeah, your biosecurity responders. So it's got bluish thing. I have a few, but I was pretty picky. I only accepted non-Minmatar skins. I just trashed the Minmatar skins. In hindsight, I probably should have saved them for my Minmatar character, but yeah, fuck. It's my fault. I'm not sure if I can transfer skins anyways. Oh, I'm approaching to dock, and you can see my my 80 meters a second. Very, very fucking slow. Let's get on my ISV Alpha Legio. Honestly, I think the category I would put this frigate, specifically this frigate in, is probably like the stat checker category. Like the whole point of this thing is just stat exchange. There's no like real, there's no like other thing going on, because all it does is just like go into a very nearly stationary position, very slow position, and just fire its guns, and then exchange, and then receives damage and heals some of the damage. But it outputs the design intent of this ship was to just maximize damage output on Amarrian tier 1 frigates. So yeah, that's the reason why I picked the Punisher. 4 turret hardpoints. Wait, what did I call this? Oh, I just called this some random shit. Viper class. Yeah, I had no like unique name to call it, so I just called it the Viper class. Let me take a look at my interactions. I'm getting quite close to receiving 3 level 3 agents on the entirety of the Amarrian Empire, and significantly reduced reprocessing taxes. Where is my oh, here, Royal Amar Institute. This is the faction, sorry, the corporation that I had. This is the school corp. This is the one of the corporations you can start as. You can pretty much, when you like first create your character in the game, is the first ones. I picked up Royal Amar. I think it's because the reason why I picked it was just because it just said economics. I was like, yeah, that's what I want. I don't know if picking the right, like picking each. I don't know if like picking that corporation like changed my stats, my starting stats, because you do start with some stats already like skilled. Like for example, like I don't know why, but I started with science maxed out, nearly maxed out, science 4, and my other character Marcus started with science 4. I don't get it. I don't really get how that works, but whatever. But it looks like I don't have. I need to prioritize Amar constructions. The reason why I avoid the level 2 mining missions is because it's so tedious. So tedious. It doesn't give you enough of a reason. So let me check the loyalty points for this. I need at least 15k from the Amar construction, because I'm trying to buy distribution connections, the skill book, which will allow me to kind of like get more skill points, loyalty points, with the Royal Amar Institute, because the Roma Institute, I have access to level 3 distribution missions, and I'll just be able to like kind of like grind more loyalty points for them, because I need a lot of loyalty points, because there's a lot more things you can get, a lot more very important items that you can get by getting enough loyalty points. Because the implants, for example, there are implants that you can put on your character, augmentations, manage your implants and boosters. So these are very important for a lot of things, but I was primarily interested in the economic ones, the industrial ones, because there are ones that you can have. There's an implant for industrial production speed. So I have this issue where my factories, I have like 4 factory jobs, 4 manufacturing jobs, and they take ages to output, to produce the goods, the stuff that I'm trying to produce. So I really like to have implants that would reduce that time I have to wait. But what the fuck? Apparently they want me to acquire a slave. Okay. What are the ship restrictions? Okay. Suspect sympathizers? What? Behavior is owned by is a privately owned trading club. Authorities have long suspected it's a relic from inventory sympathizers. Oh my god. I'm literally evil. Okay, epic. Okay. Fugitive slaves. Spartacus would be spitting on my grave. Holy shit. I'm so fucked. I'm so sorry, Spartacus. I've let the world consume me. Oh, what the hell? It disappeared. What the fuck? Missed. It's too fucking close. Target locking multiple targets. Got 116 kilometers moving toward them. Holy shit, I just one-shot them. What the fuck? This is not a ship for Alpha Strike. It's usually this is like literally a high DPS guns. These are not like Alpha Strike guns, like one-shot guns. Bastante. Yeah, these are fucking Corvettes. These are not even frigates. If I was trying to orbit this target here, my ship would be trying to go for a trajectory. But instead I'm trying to keep at distance, so it's moving directly towards them. It's really a huge difference. Holy shit, there's like a lot of Imperial Navy. What? Yeah, it's like identification tags. Really? I don't think these are useful to me though. Yeah, I think if you turn these over to the right people. No, I think Imperial Navy, no. Yeah, no. No. It's not useful to me. I have to give these to Minotaur. Alright, start the engines, we gotta go. Going towards the acceleration gauge. I wonder if the comparison tool shows the structures. Let's see, refiner? No, it doesn't. It only shows ships. It's like they're running away from me.
I'm a motherfucking fake, I'm a liar, I'm a viper, a motherfucking snake, abusing my family and Officer Bentley. How many bitches I got plenty. Met a big bitch, she acted real friendly, she pulled down my diaper, she's fucking me gently. I'm using AI and it's helping me lie. I need a tornado down from the sky. I'm smoking some shit, I'm faded as hell, smearing some shit on the cozy motel. If you're not gonna change me, out my face, I'm faking too hard. The feds at my place, some gas in the blunt, got me time.
Big fire.
Looking at some different
It just instantly put a slave in my cargo hold. Okay.